All right, hey, MHayashi here, and please hit the like and subscribe button. I want to say that right up front. Um, for relatively smaller channels like myself, it helps out a lot. And also, yeah, we're going to be doing something a little bit different for a change. We're going to be playing Pauper. Um, yeah, because funny story. The thought just came to me. So actually, I've also had some ideas for Pioneer in the mix. I don't know if these are necessarily going to be what I settle on, but I got some interesting ideas. The main issue I have with Pioneer, though, is as you can see, the burn spells kind of suck, ironically. The burn spells kind of suck big time. I mean, I got Bone Crusher Giant, I got that from Modern, but no Lightning Bolt, no Flame Slash, no I mean, I got Obliterating Bolt, which I play sometimes in the companion list. Strangle is actually pretty. Shout out to my viewers who told me about Strangle when I was saying this was kind of like probably a Pioneer legal card. Because sure enough, it is, and I think this is. I mean, I'll take it. It's obviously a very big downgrade for both Lightning Bolt and for the most part Flame Slash. It does hit Planeswalkers, which is nice. But well, anyway, we're not going to talk about the Pioneer deck today. I don't know. I don't know how good this is actually going to be. Pioneer has a lot of crazy combos and stuff that I get got by a lot, and I'm not necessarily looking forward to probably burning a bunch of tickets trying to figure out what the frick just happened to me. I already tried a little bit with what was it, the mono green deck, and I didn't know what was going on. But I don't know. I mean, mono red though has the ability to just kind of burn stuff through. But let's go back to the Pauper deck because like while I don't necessarily have like I don't know Ox or Fable. Was Fable in this one? Yeah, Fable was in here. Yeah, well, I don't necessarily have like Fable or Ox or I don't know, like, well, I don't necessarily have like some of the threats. Like this thing about Pioneer, like I get some of the powerful threats that I'm used to playing in Modern, which feels familiar, but like, so I don't get access to that. But I actually kind of feel like Pauper, it might actually be a closer proxy to the type of Modern style deck I like to play. And while this might not look that similar to my Modern deck on first glance, like it's got the most powerful burn spells, which I kind of actually feel is one of the main hearts and souls of the deck. Really, the MHayashi, mono red mid range slash control or whatever you call it, is kind of built around the concept of having a lot of efficient, very efficient, very efficient burn spell removal burn spells primarily. It just so happens that in Pauper we also get Chain Lightning, so which can go to the face, so we can actually kind of play like a quasi burn deck too, perhaps. At least that's the idea. But the heart and soul is, yeah, like these are very efficient burn spells. We can play Unholy Heat since it is common, very sweet. Um, and yeah, and then we just need to back that up with card advantage, and hopefully we can win with either just believe it or not, jank Mogg War Marshal and Experimental Synthesizer token beats. I know it seems jank, but believe it or not, I've actually experimented, and we actually get there a not insignificant amount of time that way. Um, and then we got the 8 impulse Wrenn resolve, Wrenn's resolve combo here to draw a bunch of cards effectively. Also helps us basically play 16 lands, and I was honestly surprised because I started off with 24 lands, which was way too much. I got mana flooded so badly a lot. So I cut to 20, and what I was really surprised, I was still kind of getting mana flooded at 20, so I'm like, I'm actually going to cut down to 16. I looked online, and apparently mono red decks of all different varieties are pretty much all cutting down to 16 too. And so I'm thinking, hey, maybe when you play this many impulse type effects, you can get away with playing 16 lands anyway. So so yeah, and we got a bunch of, and we got this, of course, our favorite experimental synthesizer. What's awesome about this is it's a card advantage engine and it spits out a threat, which we actually kind of need to win the game. So that's pretty sweet. And yeah, and then the namesake card here, Campfire. I'm actually calling this Campfire Control. It really should be Campfire Midrange. This is not necessarily a control deck per se, but Campfire Control just kind of rolls off the tongue better than Campfire Midrange. So I'm calling it Pauper Campfire Control. That's what I'm going with for now. And while this might sound weird, see, at the end of the day, like the more and more I thought about it, because I have run into some like mono red burn, mono red Kuldotha red type decks, and like those decks are cool and all, but I did notice that if I played a bunch of life gain, out of the sideboard at least, I could beat them. But it was a little kind of, they'd win some, I'd win some because I'd almost always drop game one and I almost always needed life gain out of the sideboard when I was trying some early builds of this. And but just what I thought to myself, like okay, what's my deck is fundamentally just a bit more controlling. I mean, maybe we are a control deck, actually. I mean, what kind of, you know, gaining life feels very control-y. At the end of the day, um, we're not going to race the mono red mid-range or aggro decks. So what's our angle really? Our angle is we kind of control the board better. We have way more burn spells than they play, or at least more burn spells that are efficient, that go to creatures more efficiently. And I also play Firebolt, which I was thinking about playing Steel of Fire, but like the more and more I play this card, the more and more I realize this card is actually underrated and nuts. And I know it looks like an uncommon, but the original printing in Odyssey was a common. I remember because I played the heck out of that back when I first started playing Magic, and it is so awesome. It is so awesome to play Firebolt again. It's literally a blast from the past. I had so much fun with this card, literally when I first started playing Magic, and it's like I can finally play this card again. Um, so anyway, yeah, just Campfire it kind of gives me the ability to kind of edge out, at least if I draw it quick enough to make a difference, against the aggro-ish type decks, particularly the red varieties. And really, for the most part, there are not that many combo decks in Pauper. I have run into one, a mono green, wall type deck, which, could be a little problematic because I don't necessarily have a lot of like actual anti-combo tech, and um, we'll see because they kind of rely on the graveyard a little bit. But one of the main problems is they have a lot of high toughness wall type creatures. But we'll see. We'll see if we run into that again. But other than this weird wall type deck I ran into before, Pauper does not seem to have many combo decks. Just I have not run into that many. I've only run into like one that wall combo deck out of like 3 leagues. In like 3 leagues, I only ran into one. So that one was a little concerning. But the way I see it, Campfire is good against aggro, but it's also kind of good against opposing control decks and a lot of mid-range decks. Most mid-range decks in Pauper seem to feel very close to control more than mid-range. There's no Tarmogoyf, there's no like cards that are ridiculously powerful, other than like Mirror Enforcer. Mirror Enforcer is the closest thing to like a really or Tellurian Terror, which obviously that's why we got the 8 Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast. But like other than the blue Tellurian Terror and Cryptic Serpent, whatever nonsense decks, it seems like most of the mid-range decks they kind of like nickel and dime you with little value creatures like Glynhawks and stuff and whatever. Like it's all nickel and dime stuff. So what that means is that Campfire actually starts becoming kind of nuts in that it can kind of prolong the game like crazy, and we don't necessarily have to worry about getting burned out with some random like burn spells at the end as long as we can get enough activations of this Campfire off. And yeah, so it's great against most mid-range and aggro, and it's even good against straight-up control, because even though the life gain doesn't actually matter that much against control, like, I play control decks where they're not even playing red, but they're playing so many cast down, so many, like, not nausea type effects that give all creatures -1/-1. They're playing so much creature removal, like, I can't kill them. Like, I can't kill them, but I've actually run into control decks where they couldn't kill me either. There's a surprising amount of matches against control where literally we can't kill each other, and then just we're waiting for one of the other to deck first. And that's where I'm like, at first, actually, I thought this is why everybody was playing Lembas, because I'm like, hey, Lembas, actually, I can't deck, right? Well, not true, actually, because I actually ended up going to deck myself, and I realized, oh, snap, Lembas isn't infinite, keeping me from decking, because the problem is when you play Lembas, it draws a card. Where's Lembas? Yeah, so Lembas was actually not the perfect kind of solution. I noticed a lot of players were playing this. I already kind of knew a lot of players were playing this when I first started playing it in Modern. I think because I just kind of looked it up and stuff, and I saw that a lot of Pauper decks are playing it. So I already kind of knew that this was a big thing in Pauper. I wasn't necessarily 100% sure why. I assumed it was because Mono Red was very ubiquitous in Pauper, which it is. But then I thought another reason why it was maybe played was because of the shuffling into the graveyard. Because I incorrectly thought, oh, maybe that means I never deck, but that's not true actually, because I ended up having like 2 Lembuses, and like the turn before I'm about to deck, I use one Lembas to put the other Lembas on top, and then I draw the Lembas. But then what? Then I can activate the other Lembas, put that on top. But then I just buy myself one more turn, and then the problem is I can't do this anymore because the problem is like I wish this Lembas I wish this was like an activated ability where I could just sack it any time to draw a card, so I could just keep putting it back on top of my library and never deck. But unfortunately, the draw card is mandatory. It's also not a May. I kind of wish there was May draw a card. But unfortunately, the draw card is mandatory, which means all you do is buy yourself, you know, another turn or so, you never actually you can't actually prevent yourself from decking. But then I realized, hey, you know, Campfire, I was looking for like good life gain effects, and I'm like, holy moly, this card is a great, you know, life gain effect. I actually didn't even notice at first, but I'm like, wait a minute, this card also exiles everything, and I mean, this card shuffles everything back in. This is kind of like Elixir of Immortality on steroids. So I thought, hey, um, if this is good against aggro and most mid range that nickel and dime you, and it's kind of only maybe not so great against the Tolarian Terror decks, but like for the most part, it's great against most of the aggro mid range, and it also is good against control because like as long as I can resolve a couple of these, it's almost impossible they're going to deck first. Now, so I did notice there are some like mono black decks that seem to main deck Campfire too, and that can be a problem. Um, those matchups potentially could last forever, I imagine. Like, oh my God, when we're both campfiring, gaining life constantly, and then shuffling. At that point, it probably comes down to like who times out first. But because I wasn't playing Campfire main when I was running into some decks like that. But I've only run into I think just one deck that played Campfire main. But I thought maybe that's actually a good idea. You know, maybe that's actually what we should be doing. And this is the first league we're going to be running where we're going to try that out. Maybe it is. In theory, it seems like I would probably have a better win rate against most of the control matchups I played against because most of the control matchups I played against really come down to who decks first, and Campfire seems like it can almost guarantee that they're going to do that. Um, and it seems like it would also boost my aggro and mid-range matchups overall. The only matchup where, like I said, maybe it's not that great as the Tolarian Terror Cryptic Serpent decks, but with 8 red elemental blast effects in the sideboard, I think I'd like to think that, you know, I was already beating them sometimes with Mind Collapse and Unholy Heat to deal with those cards, but, you know, with the Pyroblast and the Red Elemental Blast, you know, maybe we've got that matchup pretty much a lock, hopefully. Um, yeah, what other thoughts? Yeah, oh, and that is why I'm playing Mind Collapse. This might look like a really funky card, but it's actually not only Tolarian Terror. And this is actually really nice against Tolarian Terror because it's effectively 0 mana. I mean, sacrificing Mountain is a little pricey because we don't play that many lands to begin with. But at the end of the day, we can pay that too a lot easier when we actually don't have to pay any mana and we just have to sacrifice a land. So I found that to actually be very wieldy, very helpful for me to actually deal with that thing. Plus on top of that, like it seems like in Modern, it seems like most of the creatures have 1 or 2 toughness, like your Glint Hawks, your Cold Rebirth tokens, your Voldaren Epicures, your Goblin Bushwhackers, whatever. It seems like so many creatures have like 1 toughness or 2 with like Glint Hawks or I guess technically it's three toughness, that Skydiver whatever thing, or Sky whatever diver, whatever it's called. But like, and there's a bunch of 2 toughness creatures too. Also your experimental synthesizer tokens. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I very rarely see any creature with 4 toughness. Some creatures I see with 3 toughness, but it seems like the vast majority of creatures in Pauper either have 1 or 2 toughness, or they have 5. I've noticed that, like, when people go for beefy creatures, they go for the Gurmag Anglers, Cryptic Serpents, Tolarian Terrors, this weird zombie creature that seemed like Tolarian Terror, but for black, and I think counted zombies in your graveyard or something. What else? There was another 5 toughness creature that I can't remember. Oh yeah, and there's this blue 5 toughness creature, 4 mana for a 1/5. Whenever you cast a instant or sorcery spell, create like a 1/1 blue flying serpent creature or something. Um, you know, that card has to be dealt with pretty quickly. So like I just realized like, hey, almost all of the must answer like fatty boom boom finisher type cards that are played in Pauper all like have 5 toughness. So I mean, Mind Collapse kind of seems like the best. Now there's also like Volcanic whatever, the card that you know has a 6 mana delve, and you know you can delve in and deal 5 damage to a creature planeswalker. But like at the end of the day, I don't necessarily fill my graveyard like that quickly in the early game. Also, it kind of conflicts with Unholy Heat. One thing I like about Mind Collapse is that it puts a land into my graveyard, which can sometimes actually help me get Delirium. So then my Unholy Heats can start dealing with the Tolarian Terrors and whatnot too. And whereas like with the Volcanic whatever card, or Magma something, that card that you know has Delve and deals 5 damage. The problem with that card is that card kind of conflicts with Unholy Heat, whereas Mind Collapse actually kind of supplements Unholy Heat. At the end of the day, like really just the way I see it is Unholy Heat feels like it's kind of competing with that Volcanic card or that Magma card or whatever. But Unholy Heat just seems so much better because we can actually play it for 2 damage early on. And most of the time, I feel like when we got enough cards to delve, we probably have Delirium anyway, and you get the idea. in theory we could play both of them, but I just think that Unholy Heat probably is competing a little bit too much with that, and overall is just better. And again, Mind Collapse kind of, I mean, I guess Mind Collapse kind of could supplement the Magma card, but I think mine. I honestly have not tried that Delve Magma card, but Mind Collapse has been more than reasonable at dealing with the 5 toughness creatures of the format. Together with Unholy Heat, I always feel like I've kind of got enough answers to not die to those cards. Um, 4 Autonomous Furnaces. I mean, it can be a little clunky sometimes in the early game, but it just helps make sure that I just kind of never stop churning through my deck. Because if I run out of other stuff to do, a lot of times I start getting a little flooded, and then I can just start cashing these in. And then if I start drawing some more Reckless or Wrenn effects or synthesizers, I'm kind of back into churning through my deck. So that seems like a lock. I was playing Dwarven Mine, I think, a little bit. The card that the Indomitable Creativity decks play in Modern that creates a dwarf token. We have 3 or more mountains, but that was actually not bad. I just think Autonomous Furnace is kind of better, and it just felt like it was very hard for the dwarf card to actually make tokens, and a lot of times it was just kind of a worse mountain if I was playing both of them. This is actually the first league in a while that I'm actually going to be trying Furnace instead of Dwarven Mine, but most of the time when I was playing Dwarven Mine in the last couple leagues, I really wished it was Autonomous Furnace, so we're trying Autonomous Furnace instead. And my very first build, I did try it and I did like it. It just seemed like Autonomous Furnace and Dwarven Mine together were a little bit of a non-bo. So I did go off on a tangent a little bit trying Dwarven Mine. It was good. I like being able to create another 1 creature, but you know, I did actually like having another threat, even if it was just a 1/1. But overall, you know, I think Autonomous Furnace churning through my deck more, and actually, you know, if I see more Mogg War Marshals and more synthesizers, I probably end up in a better spot anyway, even threat-wise. So let's try that. I already explained Firebolts. It's a great card. It's card advantage and creature removal, like what work you want, and it can deal a lot of damage to possibly burn the opponent out. Oh yeah, main deck Trickery. Like at the end of the day, I just see, like I said, in Pauper, so many creatures have 1 toughness. Also, Delver Seekers, can't forget that. So many creatures have 1 toughness. And also mainly the Kodotha red deck. Like this was in my sideboard for a while, but what I realized is it's totally main deckable because for 1 mana I can deal with so many of the first or second turn threats. I mean, first turn threats usually, but like most of the first turn threats, just a whole bunch of creatures have 1 toughness. Like so, this card is very main deckable, even if I'm not necessarily overloading it. It's instant speed. It deals with a whole bunch of stuff, and then like I don't necessarily I can actually like really catch the Kodotha deck sometimes when they really kind of go for their Alpha Strike and then overload like bam. And I do favor this over End the Festivities, which I noticed. I think most players in Pauper seem to be playing this instead. And this was actually in the first build because I kind of forgot about Electrickery Electrickery at first, but but then for whatever reason I kind of remembered this card. But yeah, End of the Festivities. The main problem is it's a sorcery. Yeah, the main problem is it's a sorcery. Like it is more efficient in that it only costs 1 mana, and also it doesn't damage our own stuff. So I guess this doesn't damage our own stuff either. It also hits players. But at the end of the day, I've found that see the Kodotha decks, they can play Kodotha Rebirth, and then they can play on the same turn. It's very easy because they only need 3 mana. They can play Kodotha's Rebirth, sacrificing an artifact, and play Goblin Bushwhacker in the same turn, and that is 8 damage out of nowhere. And I kind of like Electrickery being able to deal with that instant speed. Plus, I feel like if I don't actually need this to hit multiple targets, this being an instant is just kind of nicer overall. So that's how I see it at least. You know, there's probably pros and cons both ways, but oh yeah, also, I kind of have more sorceries than I do instants. I've got Firebolt, Chain Lightning, Reckless Impulse, Wrenn's Resolve. So in this deck, usually having sorceries for Delirium is not a problem at all. So I also like the way Trickery is an instant, because then all I need is a Trickery or a Lightning Bolt. Usually I almost always have a sorcery. Sometimes I need a land in the graveyard so I can crack a Furnace, or I can sack a Mind Collapse, and then or I can sacrifice an Experimental Synthesizer. And then our last card, Mogg War Marshal. Now what the frick is this doing? Isn't this a Goblin card? So you know, I was looking long and hard for that's what she said, but I was looking really a lot through like potential. I was looking for potential like good red creatures that you know, I would get a lot of bang for my buck even if I didn't play a lot of creatures. You know what I mean? Like this is one of the things. I mean, probably you all figured this out about the MHayashi formula by now. But I really like creatures that kind of just do a lot by themselves. Like season, basically what I was looking for is I was looking for my season Pyromancer in Pauper. I almost gave up because I'm like season Pyromancer is not in Pauper, and there's no card that's even close to it, right? Right? And then like I'm like, oh snap! I had a friend actually who always used to play a goblin deck, and I remembered, oh man, there was this goblin he used to play. I'm like, was it Mogg War Marshal? I even remembered the name. I was like, oh man, I remember that card was always so annoying. I mean, yeah, he always had more goblins to back it up, but I remember that even when for whatever reason he was kind of light on goblins, like even when he just had like Aether Vial and then like played a turn two Mogg War Marshal and then he for whatever reason his hand was kind of clunky. I remember all it took was one Mogg War Marshal and it slowed things down like crazy for me. Um, and I just remember thinking like, oh snap, you know, even though I'm not a goblin deck, like this card seemed like it was always doing great work for my friend. I'm like, is this a common? Yeah, it is a common. And I'm like, oh snap. Um, so yeah, like I don't necessarily see this card seeing a lot of Pauper play, but actually the more and more I think about it, actually the first card that was in this spot was was what's it called? Underworld. So at first I'm like, hey, this Underworld Ragehound, this has got to be the best card that I can kind of use as like a finisher because I'm like, how many exile effects do they even have in Pauper? Because they don't have like Path to Exile, they don't have Solitude, they don't have Prismatic Ending, they don't have most of the stuff I'm used to in Modern. What I didn't realize is there's a lot of O-Ring type effects, which I have no answer for because I'm in red, so I have no way to deal with those damage, so I might as well be hard removal. So I started to realize, this is actually not as this is not as solid of a finisher as I thought. Um, but but that's when I remembered, oh yeah, Mogg War Marshal, like maybe there is actually a card that for real is kind of like Season Pyromancer. And honestly, once I started playing it, I never went back. I'm like, oh man, this card actually did everything I was hoping for. Um, I was just like when I was thinking like I want a Season Pyromancer type card. This card did almost everything. It didn't draw cards, okay? So obviously, don't expect me to trade Season Pyromancer for Mogg War Marshal in my modern mono red deck anytime soon. No way, Jose. However, besides drawing cards, though, this card almost did everything else that I liked about Season Pyromancer because it produced two bodies. Even when they killed my card, I got another body. And even unlike Season Pyromancer, I didn't have to wait till turn 5 to pay mana to get those extra bodies. Like I just got the extra body right away when they dealt with it, as long as it wasn't like a Journey to Nowhere or something. Even if they Journey to Nowhere, the Mogg War Marshal, I still got another token out of the deal. So like this card was always kind of guaranteeing me value. Like it always guaranteed me some way to either start putting some pressure on. And like the thing I realized is sometimes I could actually kind of aggro them, even though the deck isn't fundamentally built to be an aggro deck. All I needed was like one or two Mogg War Marshals, sometimes even only one Mogg War Marshal. Sometimes I just pay the Echo, and as long as I could crack in, you know, 1, 2, 3, like if I crack in like 3 turns with two creatures, that's 6 damage over 3 turns. And sometimes I could kind of burn them out from there. Like, but aside from that, but this card is also like an excellent chump blocker, especially the turn it comes down. Like it's kind of made to chump block because I don't even have to pay the Echo if I just chump block with the body. Later in the game, the Echo is pretty frivolous to just pay, and then I kind of have like an extra resilient threat. It just kind of, I mean, it's good on defense. It was semi good on offense, but it was like very resilient on the offense if I needed something on the offense. I don't know what to say other than that. This card shocked me in just that and just doing. This is by far the closest card to replicating what Season Pyromancer was doing in the modern build. And with that, let's try the Pauper deck. Pauper Mono Red Midrange, or as I calling it, Campfire Control. Um, I actually think this deck is probably much closer to replicating the Mono Red Midrange type of style I play in Modern than actually probably what Pioneer offers. And it's because we pretty much have. We could even play Flame Slash too, but I think in Pauper at least, Chain Lightning is just better. In Modern, there's like a lot of Dryad, Eleusis, Groves, other type of creatures, but in Pauper, I just don't see that many 4 toughness creatures. So for the most part, I think Chain Lightning be able to go face. There's no planes. I don't even know if there's any common planeswalkers. There probably isn't. So the planeswalker part is kind of irrelevant, but being able to go face is I think a big enough advantage. Sometimes they can pay 2, and you have to kind of factor that in, but it doesn't come up too often. Anyway, yeah, Pyrite Spellbomb I think I explained for Pro Red, Crimson Alkalite. They play that sometimes. Pyroblast mainly for the Tolarian Terror type decks. Also like Lorien Revealed, sometimes it's just nice to counter that because them drawing 3 cards is kind of a lot. And then there is a lot of graveyard shenanigans, so there you go, Relic of Progenitus. And with that, let's take Pauper for a spin. Mono red Pauper, Campfire control. I don't know. I know like most of you all are interested in the modern content. Let me know. Let me know what you think about me trying out Pauper, and then let me know what maybe I'll do a poll or something. I wonder how much interest there would be for Pioneer as well. And which are you more interested in, Pauper or Pioneer? I don't know. I have a feeling that I'm going to be more interested in trying Pauper, but that's just me. Anyway, but let's get into the games. I've talked enough. Take care. And hit the like button and subscribe, please. Yeah, there. All right, let's get to the games. Oh, okay, time to go. Match 1, Pauper. A little bit too many mind collapses for my liking, but hey, let's go. Let's see how this does. And yeah, let's go. Alright, well, we're definitely firebolting that. Just encounter on it. I'll do that. Go. Electrickery, obviously a little bit slightly more our jazz, I think. Let's go. Alright. I'm guessing they play Spellstar Sprite. Is that ninjutsu? Draw a card. If you do, discard a card. We're going to do this to try to play around the Spellstar Sprite. Yeah, we run the risk of that. But at least we draw closer to more lands. This is what we sign up for with Experimental Synthesizer. Okay. I guess we're impulsing, although I'm probably going to counter it. But this half moon, whatever, is not as bad the turn it comes into play. Ninja the Deep Hours, piece of shit. I want to actually draw some freaking cards here. I just don't want to sacrifice a land just yet. Sorcery instant, artifact soon, maybe creature. And then I can Unholy Heat with Delirium. Bind the monster. Okay, if you say so. Oh, I'll just sack it. I'll do this here. And I got Unholy Heat up in case of a sudden Ninja of the Deep Hours. Okay, I don't think we want to. I do have the answers here, so I'm not super duper worried yet. But I do want to do this just to maximize. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. Eventually, I got to pull the trigger on maybe experimental synthesizing or whatever. Okay, that's a little more like it. Let's do this. I was hoping for an untap land, but in the grand scheme of things, that can be helpful. Hopefully I don't have some kind of weird buff that kills me next turn, but I think I have to assume the risk and play Autonomous Furnace. It's kind of too good to pass up. Could have just sacked for Mind Collapse right there, but I don't know. Okay. So instant tertiary creature artifact. So I think this is what we're going to do. We'd want to play around Spell Pierce, so we're going to do this now. And we're going to crack this. Not bad. Alright, if they Spell Pierce, but I still got value out of it. What an annoying deck, but I don't know. I like my chances, I think. Flashback Firebolt. Two lands, okay, sure. Why didn't they just snap one of my tokens, though? I don't get it. I don't get why didn't they just snap that? Return target creature? I don't know. I don't know, folks. Well, I'm gonna try for this. I just really don't want to die here. Something stupid here. Alright. Alright, we finally get to test out the blasts. I've been testing before, but this time we get to test them real good. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, at the end of the day, Mind Collapse is way more clunky compared to... Mind Collapse is a necessary evil, but not when you just outright destroy their stuff, so... Campfire, I can still see this having value, because at the end of the day, they still try to kill us with damage. Unless there's some kind of combo deck. I think Campfire is pretty good, if I do say so myself. Pretty good. Pretty good. What else am I looking at? Unholy Heat. I guess Chain Lightning is the weakest link. I really like Firebolt in this matchup. Just as you can see, the Firebolt is card advantage, and Pauper is a format that's all about the card advantage, if you know what I mean. So sign me up. Yeah, keep. Keep. Okay. Yeah. Mountain. Alright, let's go. Faeries here. Should I Electrickery? Let's see if they play something else here. I'll Electrickery. I don't think they play. I don't know. So the reason why I'm going to wait on playing Reckless Impulse is A, kind of feeling like they might have Spell Pierce, but that's not A. A is actually I want to be able to play 2 lands if I reveal 2 lands. I feel like I'm kind of priced into playing around Spell Pierce at this point, so let's just flashback. Oh, there's that here. There's battlefield temperature, okay. I got a feeling they're going to flash in the into the Deep Hours, in which case we'll hit that instead. Okay, what was this one? Alright, Unholy Heat. Ninjutsu. Ninjutsu. Alright, well now seems like too good of an opportunity to play around Spell Pierce. Don't mind if I do. Hopefully I don't reveal 2 lands. No thanks. Playing the Blast War. Okay. Well, that's pretty good if I say so myself. Okay, let's resolve some Wrenn. I have to Reckless Impulse or forever hold my peace. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I still kind of played around what I needed to play around, I think. Alright, are they gonna Ninja of the Deep Hours me? Why, Luigi? Okay, it's not Ninja of the Deep Hours. I have to discard a card. Oh, unless it entered the battlefield this turn. Okay. Alright. Cynthia here. Let's gather around the campfire to sing our campfire song. Our CAMPFIRESONG song. It would just help if you'd sing. I don't care. Like, this is not a matchup where Campfire is as useful. Like a long dun CAMPFIRESONG song. Alright, let's Reckless Impulse. Let's go. Alright, well, they drew more blasts than I did. Freaking annoying, but it's okay. Alright, well, we've got the answers if they ninjutsu. Alright, well, let's do this. What tricky tricks they got up their sleeve here. Bonus points if anybody knows where the Campfire song comes from. Snap. Yeah, kinda. I'd rather not. How about let's not? Yeah, how about let's just not. I'm probably going to let this die. But I don't know. It depends on what I have to do with my mana. I might not have much better to do with my mana. Yeah, I'm going to let it die. Okay, maybe I'll wait one more turn. Just because if I reveal like a Wrenn Revolve, I want to at least be able to cast it, even if they can spell pierce it. Okay, well this is a good trickery. I think I'm gonna let them attack. Okay, they're not, so to Electrickery. Let's go. Spell Stutter, Sprite. Fine. There's no way to play around that. Yeah, let's do this here. Make a creature. And there's the Wrenn Resolve I was telling you all about, how I wanted to be able to cast it. So cast it we can. Fortunately, they've got all the flying that they can need, but it's okay. Even if we get hit with a Ninja of the Deep Hours, we're probably okay. I think that was a good turn. Somehow my bird always comes over to me to poop. I'm not sure why. I guess because I make the bird feel comfortable. It makes sense. It's kind of cute, even if it's a little kind of ugh. Oh. Okay, let's do this. And I, of course, can Pyroblast. Campfire Song. Don't mind if I do. Unholy Heat. Don't mind if I do. Let's Pyroblast it, I guess. I guess they can Spell Pierce me, but... Or Hydroblast me, whatever. Yeah, we'll just lightning bolt that. I mean, Campfire is really going to go a long way to helping ensure that we don't fall behind on the life race, so I'm not so worried. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. C-A-M-P... Of course they had to draw that. That's okay. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. Just help if you'd say it was above one mind. Alright, let's do this one. Kaboom. Yeah, I don't mind if I do. Yeah, I guess we'll hit the ninjutsu. Let's go, 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 down, down, down. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. Okay, I would rather not get hit by that. They might have an answer, but whatever. Okay. C-A-M-P-F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. Singing P-F-I-R-E S-O-N-G song. Just help if you'd sing along. I wonder, should we Firebolt that thing? Might actually be a good idea. Now let's do this. And then Campfire. So, yeah. Is there any reason for me not to Campfire right here? Let's just do that right now. Why not? We can auto yield of 1 mind. Alrighty. Yeah, I don't think they play enough card advantage to. Yeah, alright. Okay. Match 2. Yeah, we will keep. We will keep. Yeah, let's play this, go about our merry way, see what they present to us. This deck. This deck is challenging because we have to hold up. Oh, good thing we're drawing enough mana, because we generally have to hold up mana constantly so we don't get blown out by I forget what it's called. Yeah, this may not be the most yeah, I mean, like, I could get more advantage from that, but I kind of. Okay, let's just do this now because I want to be able to create a token later on. Also, if this happens, I think we have minimum chance of them being able to punish us too badly with All That Glitters, although it's still +3/+3 if they play like a 3-man Inspector. Okay, well, let's see here. Mind Collapse, that's good. How do we do this here? Well, I think we definitely want to start with this, that's for sure. Probably Wrenn's Resolve, yeah, for sure. Let's see, next turn, okay. So, Unholy Heat. We just have to do this. I don't see what playing Unholy Heat does for us, because we already have Instant in the graveyard. Two instants, in fact. Instant sorcery, creature, land. Let's see, instant sorcery, land. We will have creature soon, just not yet. Okay. Okay. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. I'll just take it for now. It's All That Glitters that we mostly have to worry about here, and now we do actually have a way to double. So let's do this. Ideally, they attack and we block with Mogg and finish it off with Lightning Bolt. That's the dream, at least. They must have another one, otherwise I don't know why they wouldn't go on Reinforcer. Good thing we have another one here. If they put that on Reinforcer, we would have been way more screwed. But I guess their logic was that we have a pretty good chump block situation here. Yeah, I think it's worth it to do that. Let's resolve. Let's wait on the Firebolt. Okay. Okay. hope that's not what I think it is. Ah, God, I hate this shit. I don't know, I've got a pretty good chump blocking situation at least. So I think our mission should be choose to accept it is we got to get rid of that Murren Forcer somehow. Unfortunately, can't do that this turn. I might just quad block the Murren Forcer if they attack. Alright, well, so help me God, this is my strategy. I'm gonna draw more Mogg War Marshals. Tongue got tied, and there we go. Okay. I guess let's start off with playing this one here. Okay. Definitely need this. Definitely need this. Definitely need that. Hope they don't have some way to gain trample. This is why Mogg War Marshal's in the deck. I need chump blockers. Another card would be like that Underworld Hellhound or whatever it's called, but the problem is it's just not as good a chump blocker. That card, okay. Okay, well, they do a lot of all that glitters. I might have enough chump blockers though for all of this. At this point, my mission, should I choose to accept it, is to draw enough burn to burn them out. Trickery. Okay. I'm going to take one shot from the Thraben Inspector. As crazy as this seems. Because I need to maximize whatever you call it. Let's do this here. Mind Collapse. I don't think I can really parlay that into much of anything. Please no trample. Just for the love of God, please no trample. Ready, come on. I might actually pull this off. Let's see here. Did I do it? Man, honestly, this deck was one of the boogeyman decks that I had in mind when I built this deck. Can I beat this deck? I mean, I still don't know that I can. We need Pyrite Spellbomb because they might play that Crimson Acolyte, whatever. Mind Collapse is probably a necessary evil because of Murren Forcer. Electrickery, not sure. I don't think this is a matchup for Campfire. If they had red, then Campfire would probably be better. But as is, we could use a little more reach and whatnot. There's an argument to be made about the Pyroblast and the red elemental, but I didn't see enough actual blue to really justify that. Okay, seems reasonable enough to me. Keep. Okay, Spring Leaf. Okay, of course. Of course, of course. Spring Leaf. Should I Chain Lightning? Probably. I want to hold up Unholy Heat. I think holding it up is a little bit better. Okay, so I need to... I don't know that they actually play Crimson Alkalite, so I'm going to play this, and I'm going to cycle if they don't play anything. Okay, I'm a little surprised that they went for that. I'm going to take a calculated risk here and just play this out here. This must mean they've got Crimson Alkalite. They're going to Wrenn's Resolve. Okay, that's fine. I think Experimental Synthesizer is the better of these anyway. And Mogg War Marshal could be super important. Well, let's do this, man. Alright, well, Unholy Heat doesn't have a target, but Chain Lightning can go face, so there's that. And I think I'm going to play Mogg War Marshal. And I'll probably pay the Echo. Because it just could come such in handy, though, to have like an extra chump blocker of sorts. Draw a card. Figured. Let's do this now. Roll our piece. Spell Pierce, that's fine. Another Metallic Rebuke, also fine. Experimental Synthesizer. Let's see if we hit a. We did. So yeah. So that ended up being kind of a little advantageous the way we did that at end of turn. I have to hold this up. If they have Crimson Alkalite, then it's just such a disaster if we don't have something. I don't think I can afford to, like, I think I have to play the Mogg War Marshal. Like, it's just too important, I think, to press my advantage here. Plus, on top of that, even if they drop a All That Glitters, I do have quite a few chump blockers, which is good. Sun seems like a concession. Oh man, this was kind of a boogeyman deck. We actually managed to beat it. Nice. Oh. All right. Match 3. I mean, this hand, I can't exactly turn it down. Seems. Oh, it's this deck again. Crap. Lost to this deck last time. I don't know. Let's just Chain Lightning. Hope for the best. I don't know, dude. I'm not really sure what to do about this because this is kind of a combo deck. It's not blue based. Gaining life doesn't really do that much. Let's see here. Do this. That. And get the guy. And do that. I guess Reckless Impulse. I guess Lightning Bolt on that one. Okay. do this here. Might have to use Mind Collapse to hit this thing. Could be a disaster. Doesn't have Defender though. Only one creature with Defender. Yeah, I'm probably jumping the gun. Let's see, instant sorcery. Yeah, let's just hit this thing, I think. Do this. Probably let this thing die because I actually need Delirium. Tap for 3. Okay. Okay, another one of those. Starting to get a little scary, not gonna lie. Instant sorcery. If I sack Mind Collapse, then no. Let's do this. See what this brings us. Mind Collapse. I think Mind Collapse is kind of, yeah. Let's just do it. And then Unholy Heat, and Campfire, Song, or CAMPFIRESONG song. Just help if you sing along. Need the Stampede. Remove creature cards from among them. At least these, I guess. Okay. Well, it could have been much worse for us. Let's do this here. I think I'm going to hold the Lightning Bolt, most likely. Okay, the Caretaker, Quirion Ranger. Okay. Winding Way. So only Bloodline this guy. Okay. Okay. Alright, I think now is the time for this. Alright, more Campfire songs. I guess it is time to just sing along. Alrighty. We can Firebolt that, so. Oh, what is that? Okay. Oh, they're gonna play the wall dude. Oh, or that thing. Okay. Oh, or that thing. We can Lightning Bolt this one. And we can Firebolt this one. Autonomous Furnace. Attack. Somehow, we're actually not doing half bad. I'll have black mana maybe. Oh, they can actually with this Odachi Leaf Color. If they so want it. Man, I really want Electrickery so bad. But Firebolt is okay. Let's do this. Let's see where this takes us. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do this in search of the. Okay. Alright, let's play it out, because why not? I don't think we need a Mind Collapse just yet. We have our Campfire song. Okay, they play the Stampede. Or that artifact 1/3 dude that gets a creature defender. Okay, the Stampede. Come on, not a good hit. Please. No, it's a good hit. Alright, so they're going to play some overgrown battlements, I guess. Things might spiral out of control from here. Let's see. Should I? Probably not. Let's do this. See where this takes us. Okay, that's a good one, but let's see where this takes us first. Okay, that's a good one too. I wonder how many of these guys they really play. So let's take care of this, I think. Let's take care of that. This guy also gains life, which is not good for us. Well, now they're dead to lightning bolt, so I wonder if they, I mean, Firebolt. Do we even have a Firebolt in the graveyard? No, we don't. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what they can do here. Things can get very ugly very quickly. Generous Ant. Gingerbread Cabin. They do actually have to pay mana to, they do have the mana. Funny, you'd think they'd want to have the option to block. Oh, because I guess they want to untap, okay. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Start cracking some autonomous furnaces, I guess. Let's go. I think Mind Collapse is a good one. So get that, bam. I think they're just dead on board without even us chain lightninging them. No. They can triple block, but then I think it's pretty much just GG. Okay. Oof. Wow. Okay, so I think Campfire is not that useful, and they sometimes play that Alkalite creature. Now, they also sometimes go nuts with the graveyard, but the problem, though, is that I think once they start going nuts with the graveyard, they might already have won. But I don't know that I should be so defeatist, though. Although, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to make the strategic decision just not to bring in Graveyard Hate. Because at the end of the day, the problem is, that I need Delirium pretty badly with this card. I got a mulligan here. Okay, much better. Much better. Okay, let's keep. I guess Unholy Heat. I just said how useful this can be, but it's just early on. It's just maybe Mogg War Marshal actually, but I need to actually deal some damage though. Like, and I only have 4 actual creatures in my deck, other than Synthesizer, which is, kind of a quasi creature. I'm gonna be greedy. Part of me wants to just Trickery, but we know they play a lot of 1 toughness creatures. I did win once by them never getting to 2 mana. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. No, we're gonna do this here. We do want to try to get some value out of our Trickery, though. Okay, that sucks. That also kind of sucks. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do this now. Hopefully I don't have some way to take advantage of this, but it's not doing this on their turn, but... What is that? Okay, they do. I hate that shit. Let's resolve. Okay, I think I have to do this now. Landing way. I think I got a lot of. So let's leave the Stampede. So Phantasms. Okay, let's do this. Bam. Bam. Let's get our Mogg War Marshal game going. Not fall behind on the clock. Clock is super important in Pauper. The games can go super grindy. Okay, I really want a Chain Lightning type effect here. I think I'll pay this. Okay. Well, we can Firebolt Electrickery next turn. Oh, baby. They can return that. They can tap, untap, transmute. There's stuff they can do for sure. Yeah. I don't know what they got, dude. I don't know what they got, but whatever they got, it's a little scary to me. Just do this. I don't know what this is all about. Pulse Mandrusa. Okay, what they got? What they got here? That is the question, what they got here. Show us what you got. No, okay. Pulse Mandrusa makes sense, I guess. Okay. They played 2 creatures. I think I can flashback lightning bolt and Electrickery. Oh, never mind. I guess I can. I guess they don't have white mana, right? So, unless I'm missing something. Hope I'm not missing something. You know, the Pyrite Spellbomb, and I need it like yesterday. Okay. They have an untapped white mana now. So let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll do it. I'm gonna do this here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, since they let me untap, I can do this, and you best believe that I will. I don't want them untapping with that thing. It's just too dangerous. I need my Pyrite Spellbomb, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep them off of that thing. Okay. That thing. You control gain haste until end of turn. That's an interesting story there. I mean, I guess I'll take advantage of this, right? But I don't know. I don't know, like how. Okay, well, they just let it happen, so I guess we'll roll with that, I guess. Alrighty. Autonomous Furnace. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. Okay. Alright, well, I don't want to blow Firebolt just yet. Orochi leaf color. What is this? Phantasm? They can, but then they have to tap out. Yeah, they're like, maybe not. Okay, thank goodness. Alright, let's just do this. Okay, I'm a little surprised they didn't try to get protection in response. It's their call, I guess. No Pulse of Mandrusa. Okay. I can dig it. 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 Oh yeah. I can dig it. I can dig it. Okay. Oh no. Wow, that's way worse than Pulse. Ooh. That's sassy. That's very, very sassy. Okay, what are they gonna get? Crimson, I'm sure. And this thing. And we're going Battlement. Okay, well, that is terrifying. At least they may not have enough white mana to both play the Alkalite and protect it. Okay, there's the Alkalite. There's the Battlement. Okay. So let's see. Instant sorcery creature. Land? No, instant sorcery creature artifact. Do you have artifact in here? I assume we have artifact in here. Experimental Synthesizer. Okay. Let's see, I can deal 5. It's not lethal though. I definitely approve of this one. They're getting to the point where I'm just going to try to burn them out. Alrighty. I think they're dead on board here. Oh yeah. Plus I got the Firebolt. Oh man, this matchup can sometimes be very dangerous, but we took it down. We took it down. I was actually. It's funny. I was very on the fence, like Seal Fire or Firebolt, but like Firebolt is like just flashing this back is just so good. It does mean my Deliriums are a little less good for Unholy Heat, but like the flashback is just, and plus like it's 4 damage late in the game. Like, oh man. Okay, match 4, and hey, we are undefeated so far. I don't think we've even dropped a round, but we are once again against Affinity. This is where, this is the real test here. Well, if it's mono red, hopefully Campfire comes through, and also Mogg War Marshal can be a great roadblock to a lot of their Cold Alpha shenanigans. Plus we got Electrickery. There it is. I'm playing Mogg War Marshal, and I'm probably playing the paying the Echo. Let's see here. Alrighty. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm blocking for sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's Unholy Heat. I'm actually going to Unholy Heat now because sometimes they play what do you call it, and we are attacking because at the end of the day, they could burn us out, and killing them before they burn us out is always a possibility. Mutagenic growth, that's it. Okay, well, Electrickery. We do have Electrickery as a possibility. I think we're going to do this first, though, because what if we rip Electrickery off the top, plus also have to play Goldatha. Okay. And I actually think I'm playing Mogg War Marshal. I'm not going to attack. Although I could, but I kind of don't want them to block. I'm in a combustion. Okay. Fair. 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 Okay. I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the Autonomous Furnace. And I'm going to do this. And I can Firebolt Synthesizer if that's what they do. Yes, they do. So they don't have another land. They don't. Okay, so... Alright, let's do this. Yeah, and then let's Firebolt. Should we start attacking? I don't want to. I don't want to. I just feel like the risk is not worth the reward. I feel like once we draw Campfire, could be a wrap. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it could be a wrap. Okay. Let's do this one by one. Okay, well, I think we hit that here. I think we want to sack a land here. Baby bird is crying. Okay. Ready. Pretty good defense network set up here. Okay, now Electrickery is much more strong. It'll be weighted. Let's continue to build up our army here. Okay. I see very little downside in also doing this. Okay, so which one? Next turn, this turn. Next turn. I'm just not so much in a rush to start attacking. They might suspect something's up by the fact that I haven't played the Campfire. I want to give them an opportunity to play another Goldatha or something. And I've got a feeling that that might be coming on here. You know what? I'm just going to sit back on the Campfire, actually. Why? Okay, let's just do this. Okay. Double Campfire. Don't mind if I do next turn, this turn. Okay, let's do this. Yeah, and I think if I just keep gaining life, I think I'm going to be in a pretty good situation here. Okay, let's go. I'm going to main deck smash to Midrange because I want to auto yield to get ahead on the clock here. Okay, it's definitely Electrickery time. Oh yeah, it's on like Donkey Kong. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take that. Now the question is, am I pre-sideboarded? I kind of almost am, except I'm not really so sure Chain Lightning's good in this matchup because I really don't want them pointing that back at my face late in the game. They are kind of more aggressive than us, we're more of the control. All the rest of these cards, I think, are pretty spot on. Ugh, as imperfect as Chain Lightning is, though, it is probably better than Mind Collapse. Mind Collapse is just so clunky. They don't really have, to my knowledge, anything that... Mind Collapse is mostly for, like, Tolarian Terror or, like, Gurmag Angler. There's, like, a lot of... Apparently, 5 toughness creatures seems to be kind of the sweet spot for big fatties in Pauper. And, alright, let's go. Okay. I want to keep ahead on the clock if I can, so excuse me if I feel like I'm rushing a little bit with the... Alright, let's go. I'm going to play that so I can Mogg War Marshal next turn. Okay. Okay, this is a fairly aggressive start. A little concerning, but Mogg War Marshal can definitely help, possibly. Definitely has its you know, it's just a nice little roadblock. Try to take advantage. I'll double block the Tomb Raider. I totally don't okay, yeah. Yep, totally. Block the Tomb Raider. I'm gonna lean heavily on Campfire coming up and bailing me out because I am losing more life than I would like, but I think so it goes. Let's do Wrenn's Resolve. Okay. Yeah, let's Lightning Bolt. I do hope to pull ahead. That is obviously the hope. Okay, they are going a little aggro, which, you know, they are entitled to, obviously. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby. Oops. I think I'm in love. Oh, no. I might as well attack. Why not? Come on, let's go. And the festivities. Oh, yeah. I'm going to block. At least I don't have to pay the echo. Uh-oh. Alarm. Okay. All right. Probably just going to sack the Autonomous Furnace. I don't want to real another land, I think. Yeah. I'll just do it. No biggie. Oh, baby. Baby bird. Need to get down to Electrickery. Oh. Not sure why she's crying so much all of the sudden. But what can I say? She is a baby, and that is how babies are. Okay, I'll wait till next turn, just in case I draw 2 lands. Okay, Koldatha. I'm gonna wait till next turn. Plus, I could reveal it. I have Trickery off of Reckless. I'll do this. Okay. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Yeah, really don't mind if I do. Alright, hopefully I don't have mutagenic growth. It'd be a disaster, but I'm gonna assume that risk. Okay, let's go. In case I don't have some kind of weird ninjutsu thing. Okay. So I want to start going on the offensive, so I'm gonna produce a token. Alright, that's a good one. I like to see that one. We just go through so many cards that I mean, it's kind of working out, surprisingly, just 4 creatures. And because these 4 creatures, like, this is kind of the closest thing to, like, Seasoned Pyromancer in Modern, and... Oh, no! Alright. Well, we tried. Just didn't see any campfires this game. Alright. That was close to working. Yeah, we gotta hit that campfire real bad. Okay. No, because we need campfire. Ready. Okay. Well, let's continue to also try to produce more pressure here. I guess that's cool, but I really want campfire more. And then next turn. 11. We might be able to burn them out if they don't kill us. It's a big if. Big if. Ah, that's a big if, yeah. Alright. GG. Yeah, I needed those campfires. Halfway through my deck, no campfires. And so it goes. Alrighty. Alrighty. Did I side out my campfires? No, they're there. They did get a pretty good start, but when I want to play, hopefully they won't be able to get as good of a start. Hopefully, is the plan at least. Man, I feel like I saw a lot of cards. I'm a little disappointed I couldn't get at least one campfire, but I needed to get it 2 turns earlier though because they actually dealt me 8 damage when I was at 6, so needed 2 activations of that campfire to get our burn range. Right. So, yeah. Well, there's the campfire. So, all right. Hey, beggars can't be choosers. we got Electrickery too. So let's go. Electrickery. Electrickery. Alrighty. Okie dokie. Alright. This exposes me to a Smash the Smithereens, but I have a feeling they're going to try to go all in on Goblin Blast Runner. If not, I'll just Campfire into turn. Okay. Yeah, because I'll just Campfire. Okay. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll Campfire. Yeah. Let's do this. Do this. I think this Campfire is going to help me out a lot. Okay, Wrenn's Resolve. I definitely approve that one. Electrickery is going to help a lot, though. Okay. Well, I want to gain the life, so I'm gonna hold the Electrickery up. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okay. Guess I'll just do this. Gain 2 life. Let's Wrenn's Resolve ourselves. Alright, let's do this. This way we hold up interaction while also having life gain into the turn. Yeah, Campfire is in here for 2 reasons. It helps us not deck against super grindy opposing control-ish matchups, and it helps us gain the life we need to stabilize against the aggro-ish matchups. That's the theory, at least. Can't guarantee that it's going to work, but so far, I think in theory, it's not too bad. Let's see here. Campfire song. CIMPFIRE song. Smash to Smithereens, I think, is coming my way. I do have more campfires where that came from at least. I want to gain as much life from this as I can before the inevitable Smash to Smithereens. Okay, Autonomous Furnace. Firebolt. Electrickery is going to disappear, but so be it. I wanna actually play something useful. All right, well this could be. I'm a little hesitant to pack the Pyrite Spellbomb because I want to have at least some interaction here. Okay. Manage resolve. Fair enough. Bushy bush. Bushy bush. Oh no, yeah. We're definitely doing this here. This is a problem though. I don't really have much instant speed interaction here. Oh. Alright, I'll do our best. Alright. Okay, that's fine. Hopefully they don't have too much things they can juice it up with. Okay. Well, let's see what this bringeth. Okay. Oops. This thing. Let's go. Go for a birth, okay. That is a doozy. Okay. Alright, well. That's a good one. That's a good one. I don't have Electrickeries at the moment, but let's see. I did gain a lot of life. I have to use Chain Lightning while I can. That's a good one, but let's do this first. Oh, have to do that one now. Yeah, I guess we'll do this. Campfire song. I'm sure they have some kind of burn spell for this, but at least that's a burn spell not going in my face. Right. Okay. Ready. Okay. Goblin Grenade. I don't exactly like to see that, but okay. They gotta go for this. There's no way. Yeah. Ready. Okay. I want to still experimental synthesize. All right. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna play this, and I'm just gonna play this, so I can hold up Campfire activation. I need to be able to. I need to be able to gain as much life as I can before this thing might bite the dust. Okay. Lightning Bolt, fair enough. Ready. Okay. Now, what would I do without this Campfire? This is insane. Okay, Reckless Impulse. More action. Man, Campfire is, I think, a little too good to pass up. Do this. Oh, I should have held up Spellbomb, though, to be honest. Yeah, that was a mistake to play the Campfire out. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Let's see what they do. Alrighty. Okay. I have to block one of these. Well, might as well do this. Campfire Song. Oh, the Electrickery. It's pretty good. I feel good about this one. I feel good about having multiple Campfires. I do. In the festivities. I'm just going to tank it. That could be a big mistake, but I think it's fine. 7, 8. So I think I can do this here. I like Campfire. I'm totally just going to gain 6 life, I think. I want to be strategic. Ready. Ready. Let's go. These chain lightnings are, not gonna lie, kind of scaring me here because, but I guess we're getting to the point where I gain enough life where, okay, fair enough. I think I'm just going to gain the life. Okay, good thing I loaded up the Electrickery. Alright, thank goodness. Let's do this. I think this is pretty much smooth sailing from here. Campfires also protect me from decking, which is very good. Okay. I'm going to Chain Lightning, because even though they can punish me by going to face, then I can potentially kill all of these. So it's a trade-off, you know what I mean? Yeah, let's do it. First this one, I guess. Let's do it. Okay. Guess we'll do this too, because why not? Gain 2 life. Okay. We'll Chain Lightning again, offer it up. We're definitely coming to the point though where, okay, I mean we're definitely out racing the damage output here with the goblin, whatever. Well, we're officially out of basics. Gotta love it. Ready. Finally. Ready. Ready. Okay. I think I saved the lightning bolt for that. Okay, we'll deck first, and Campfire can ensure that I won't deck first. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Autonomous Furnace, don't mind if I do. They will deck first unless they play Lambast or something, which I think they're in the aggro. They usually don't. I have to leave this one up just in case somehow they exile it, because now I'm in the situation where I'm okay. So I'm probably at smooth sailing from here, but we'll see. Might as well maybe just play from decking at this point. We'll see. Yeah, 4th Campfire. We'll offer the trade. Alrighty. Gather around the campfire to sing our campfire song. CAMPFIRESONG song. End the festivities. Ooh. Gain some life. Gain some life. Gain some life. Alright, so it's gonna be time soon to crack. But first, Mogg War Marshal. Brought to you by our friendly friends at Mogg War Marshal, Inc. Okay. This is kind of like a Elixir of Immortality on steroids, actually. This is insane. The thing also about Pauper is, like, the creatures by and large are, like, just not super buff, so... So, like, the life gain is actually surprisingly powerful in Pauper. Okay, so we might have to shuffle soon. Wrenn's Resolve. Yeah, I don't want that exiled, so we're just gonna do this. We can't die by exiling our cards here. Not to my knowledge, at least. Oh, wait. Yeah, we don't. We actually want maximum chances to. Next turn, this turn. We are going to start shuffling. We really need to do that, or we're literally going to die. Okay, let's shuffle. Nice. You'd love to see it. Okay. Alright, I think that's GG. Alrighty. What's the plan? Oh, GG's. Yeah, it happens. Well, match 5 for all the marbles. No lands, though, so alright, now this is much better. Let's see if we can actually get a trophy in Pauper. That would be kind of wild, wouldn't it? But either way, GG's to our opponent. Happy New Year. Alrighty, we'll keep. Just we'll go down a land. Oh no, it's the Boros deck. Okay, let's see what we can do here. This might be the end of the road for us because in my experience, I oftentimes struggle the most with dealing with the, what do you call it? The all that glitters. Let's see. Campfire song. Let's do this though. Well, we might get got here, although we might be able to actually just deal with the creature unless it's Mer Enforcer. The reason why I felt like I had to play that was because I'm not gonna be able to have a mana next turn unless I draw mana. Let's see here. Okay, Ornithopter. Okay, good. Okay, let's see. I think we do this here. We'll do this. Now I wonder, should I pay the upkeep? I might actually, because I don't really have that much else to do at the moment. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Okay, good. They don't have all the glitters. Okay. I think I have to say no, actually, because I need to both deal with the totem and hold up. And I think what I actually would like to do here is play Campfire, hold up double activation, but if they attack, I can double block the Thraben Inspector and then Electrickery, potentially killing everything. I mean, seems like maybe not bad. Okay. Core Wellspring. Let's go. Okay, not bad. Okay, hopefully I can't have another land here. Let's play all their land drops, okay. We're just gonna gain the life. They could overwhelm us though with these synthesizers. We do have synthesizers on our own, but we'll draw them though. Okay. Yeah, asking you to show a C, right? Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until we can take better advantage. Let's see here. Can't play that yet. Probably they're gonna sack a synth. Limbass. Yeah, I like Limbass, but the more and more, like actually I had Limbass in an earlier build of this, but like then I discovered, hey, Campfire is a great SB card, and then I realized maybe Campfire should just be in the main deck, and it's like it gains a lot more life. Okay, what's this? Opponent's control. Interesting. It's only a sorcery though. Okay. I might just take actually because I can double Electrickery. Later on though, maybe I want to do this first. I kind of want to goad them into cracking some synthesizers. Let's do this here. I'm gonna risk it here because I mean I can see why not here. All right, well, Electrickery next turn. Now the jig's up. I guess they know about my Electrickery game. They don't know I got two more in my hand though. To be fair. Okay. hope they don't have some way to punish me for not doing this on their turn. Equip. Pictures, -1. Let me think here. I think it's fine. I'll just form a rod in that one. I mean, or I could just actually just double Electrickery like I was planning before, gain 2 life. I'll probably just do that. Yeah, plus I can sweep another token out to do that. Gain 1 life, that's fine. So let's do this. Let's do another Electrickery. And I think I don't want to play Mogg War Marshal yet because I do have to respect the possibility of all that glitters. I don't want to just auto-lose to that. Okay. One talk, okay, cool. That's cool. Mirror Cleric. Gain 2 life, that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Alright, so how are we going to do this? I think this has to hit Glinthawk. And I could Firebolt again, but I think I'd rather just Mogg War Marshal. And then hold up interaction. And we're ahead on the clock, which is kind of big in Pauper. Very big, I've actually noticed. Okay. Okay, well, it's a good one. Obviously, we know they returned it to their hand. Let's go. 4 damage to the target. 4 life. Yeah, it's good. It's good, but I still feel not too bad about the situation. Not too bad. It's not like the best thing ever, but it's not too bad. Okay, I'll dig it. I'll dig it. I will dig it. I will dig it. I will dig it. I will dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Dig it. Yep. Right, this one. Alright, so I might actually do this here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Let's see here. I do want to draw a card, though. Wrenn's Resolve seems pretty good. I'm going to gain 1 life. Gain 2 life, I mean. Okay. Okay, that is excellent. Let's see here. Seems pretty good. Let's do this first, though. Yeah. Probably wait till next turn to do this now. Yeah, let's wait till next turn to do that one. So I'm just going to hold this back because this represents saving more damage, because if they load this up with the barbed batter fist thingy. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Sacrifice an artifact, deal damage to any target. Alright, so it goes, I guess. I still think I'm gonna wait. Like, it just feels wrong. Like I think my life total is pretty okay with the campfires. I mean, that's one of the whole advantages of Campfire here, is that I don't necessarily have to guard my life total as much. This pads it. I have a little buffer, so I can do this. See what I reveal. If I reveal another Electrickery, I can just play both of them, or I could do this. See, now I can play both of these, which is pretty good in my book. Maybe then talk. I'm gonna return Limbass, probably Limbass. Maybe a card. Sky Fisher, that's fine. So what they're gonna return, probably Limbass. Oh, barbed or whatever. That works too. We could Firebolt, but what I want to do is synth me up some synths. Yeah, so that's a good one. I'm going to do this again, although it's a little tricky, because if I reveal a 2-1, okay, that's good. Do this one, boom. I'm going to be in for a world of hurt, though, if they had a, all the glitters. This might be that moment when I make a critical misplay. They're so deep in their deck, but they hadn't played anything yet. Okay. 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 That's a lot more manageable than in all the glitters. So they might even have. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's go here. Alrighty. Okay, not bad. Not bad. It's Campfire, Song. Wrenn's Revolve, also not bad. Alright, let's Wrenn's Resolve, see where this takes us. Okay, that is a good one. Guess I might as well do this. I should have done that before I... Next turn. Yeah, should have done that. I should have... Yeah, it's okay though. Okay. Ready. Bass. Bass. Glint Hawk. Okay, not bad. A mess. Campfire, song. C-A-M-P, F-I-R-E-S-O-N-G song. Just how you'd sang along. Reckless Impulse, let's go. Mind Collapse seems pretty good. I think I'll probably just take it, and then I'll possibly Mind Collapse end a turn. I'll take it because I'm a little worried about, once again, all the glitters is one of the only things that is genuinely terrifying me. Okay. I don't know why they have to do this all now, because they can wait. That's fine. Can return the life gain. Okay, that's fine. I'll just take it. I'm not too worried about my life total. Mind Collapse this one. And I'm pretty sure they will deck first because of the Campfires. We're ahead on time. They're ahead on life, but I think I like this position, actually. I do. Well, not necessarily the perfect position of all time. I think it's not bad. Okay. Now we can maybe really crank out the life gain. Let me do this after. I might not even go face, because what's the point? We'll just sack this here. And we'll Reckless Impulse, why not? And both go bye-bye, but that's fine. At least that one goes bye-bye. Game 2 left, that's fine by me. Campfire, song. Any. Yeah, Campfire, song for sure. I'm going to wait on the Autonomous Furnace because yeah, I'm probably going to wait on cracking the Autonomous Furnace because I need to start flashing back these Firebolts. Well, I don't know, because I could just shuffle them back in. Yeah, you know what, maybe I'll crack the Autonomous Furnace. Yeah, you know what? I will crack the Autonomous Furnace, because it'll just get shuffled back in anyway, unless they have some instant speed destroy all artifacts. That would suck, and then I'd lose. Okay. Yeah, I'll just shuffle the Firebolts back in. No point in... Campfire, song. Campfire song. Just how that you'd sing along. Okay, prowess. I think I'm going to Mind Collapse at end of the turn. Just seems like the right thing to do. The responsible thing to do. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely paying this. Ready, munitions does its thing. Alright, that's fine. These are all getting shuffled back, unless there's something I'm missing. Okay. I think I'm going to Firebolt and Flashback. Or maybe just Chain Lightning, actually. Maybe. I Journey to Nowhere. Won't do anything yet. Okay, Campfire, song. CIMPFIRESONG song. Please don't just be destroy artifacts. Okay. Alright, well, I think we're just gonna wait it out until there's that Electrickery we were always thinking about before. Okay. Adding. Okay, let's do this. Some life. Campfire, don't mind if I do. Okay. some life. I wonder if I should exile yet. I think the last one is a basic land. Did I sack a basic land? I don't think I did. I think the last one is a basic land. Yeah. Alrighty. Alright, so let's definitely not die. Alright. Autonomous Furnace, don't mind if I do. Alright. I'm actually gonna try to reset my RAM here by going back again. Okay, I'm back, ready to sideboard. I think we need Pyrite Spellbomb because they might play Crimson Alkalite. At this point, the question is, what else, if anything, do we take out? Probably Chain Lightning, right? I don't know how useful Mogg War Marshal really was, though. At the end of the day, though, Mogg War Marshal is one of our only ways to actually kind of... You know what it is? You know what? It's Mind Collapse. I could be wrong about this, but there's nothing they really played that actually made me think I really needed Mind Collapse. Now watch, they're going to play something that absolutely I do need Mind Collapse. Too risky. Okay, much better. Yeah, I'll take the Chain Lightning for later. Okay, dokie. So what if they just slap a thing on it? I think I can kill it if they do. Okay. Yeah, and this is a much better, I think. Much better card to utilize. I just didn't see any all the glitters last time. Hopefully, okay, Limbas, definitely. Okay. Okay, if they got all the glitters, this is where they kind of get me probably. But I need to. Yeah, I don't know. Limbas, okay. Limbas, okay. Okay, let's experimental. Yeah, it sucks to lose a Campfire, but in the grand scheme of things, I think it's one of the. It's probably okay. That makes me a little scared, not gonna lie. Limbas. Limbas. I'll play Wrenn's Resolve next time. Just gotta get that off the battlefield. I gotta gain some life. some life. Wrenn's Resolve. Ugh. I mean, the reason why it might look like I'm firing this off kind of recklessly is because I do want to make sure that anything I reveal off of this I can play. And the only way they really punish me, unless they play all the glitters, is they play that former Rotten card. Ooh, yeah, that's actually kind of brutal. Okay. Yeah, so let's do this here. Let's do this here. Okay, I want another Campfire. I think I have to. No. Let's do this. Hey, asking you shall receive regarding wanting another Campfire. Hopefully they don't kill me in response to activating it. Okay. Guess I'll just do this right now, just in case. A little more worried about getting burned out now than all the glitters, which I didn't see all last game. Okay, sorcery creature instant, but artifact, and then maybe, yeah. No, because I can just lightning bolt that. And Unholy Heat that. Why did I not gain life in response? I don't know. I guess I was just so not expecting it for some reason. Okay, they better not have Crimson Alkaline. Should have gained 2 life though. Okay, that was a mistake. I should have played the Mogg War Marshal. Okay, alright, I guess they got me. I guess I submit it back, because there's not, I don't really have much, should have gained more 2 life though with that thing, but at the end of the day, I don't know. Alright, well, at least if I draw my Campfires, my hope is I'll be able to get maximum value out of them. And at least right now, I'm totally, I don't think I'm gonna like not play around Crimson Alkalite or all that glitter. So I just want to maximize, I think, not taking as much damage as possible. Alrighty. I don't know why they do it like that. Seems a little. next turn for the Cynthia. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to do this. We're going to do this. Yeah, it's got to be Campfire. I guess we have to do this, right? What sucks, though, is that I don't get to gain life off of this. Like I said, I ideally could, but you know, I mean, I was, you know, taking 2 damage from this or taking 2 damage from that. You know how it goes. Okay, dust to dust. Interesting. Autonomous Furnace. Let's go. I think I need another sorcery, so probably just. Let's do this one out. I don't need that chain lightning. I'll probably just crack the autonomous furnace. All right, first blood. I don't want to get caught. Okay. I'm asking to stay ahead on the clock too, though, so it's a very delicate balance here. I gained 2 life out of this at least. That's something. Talk. Maybe our crossroads, okay. Cast into the fire. Oh, we can hit this, I guess. We can flashback Firebolt on that. Alrighty. Okay. Yeah, a lot of artifact. Heat. So, this might not be in the cards to win this one. What is this? So without flying. bridge. And let's do this one here. Alrighty, I guess they'll sacrifice a Limbass, which is fine. It's a lot of experimental synthesizers. Lightning Bolt, alright. Dust to dust. Well, at least they can't play that. Dokie. One. Limbass. Okay. Limbass. Yeah, let's do this. Whew. Yeah, I need another Campfire. I hope they don't have another. They got a lot of artifact hate though. Well, let's see. Alright. Oh, if that's an enchantment, that's gonna be a problem. Okay. Small bridge. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I guess maybe they got me. They don't have enough mana yet, but so I need to draw like Campfire just like right now. I need to draw, even Campfire might not do it actually, because then it's 1, 2, 3. Well, let's just find out anyway. And if I don't draw Campfire, it's just too well. Let's go into another rebuy. Let's see here. 1, 2. I mean, technically, come on. Jeez Louise. I think it's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am pretty sure they got it. All right. Well, a disappointing end right on the cusp of getting a trophy. At the end of the day, I mean, if you want to beat this deck, you probably overload on artifact hate, and then you can probably keep us off from gaining enough life to get outside of burn range or whatever. I have to imagine that most decks aren't packing like way more than 4 artifact hate like the last deck was, but I mean, if they are, it is what it is. Like, I can't, I don't know, man. I don't know Pauper super well, but like, all I know is like Limbass and Candy Trail and all that stuff. It's like, it doesn't gain the raw amount of life that Campfire does, and more importantly, it doesn't help me avoid decking, where decking is actually a very big concern when the matches get very grindy. So, you know, that's how it goes, but against pretty much all the other matchups, I would say Blue Faeries, Affinity. Well, Affinity is like, kind of depends on how good of an opportunity they can get for that all the glitters. I'd say the only matchup that intrinsically was a little concerning this league was actually the mono green wall combo deck. This Boros artifact control deck intrinsically isn't necessarily that concerning. By intrinsically, I basically mean the main deck, but if they overload an artifact hate from the SB, then, what can we do? But I mean, that's kind of true of any deck. Um, yeah, like at the end of the day, any sort of aggro deck that overloads an artifact hate can potentially, or I shouldn't say aggro deck, burn deck. Any burn deck that overloads on an artifact hate can probably, probably. Because the thing is, if they let the Campfire go a few turns, just gaining life, then even if they deal with it, it's kind of already done. It's kind of already done its dirty work. But if they have like 8 or something artifact hate spells or something like that, which it kind of felt like the other deck had, the Dust to Dust, what's it called? Um, Cast into Fire, and that other one that dealt damage to one creature or destroyed her artifact. That seemed like seemed like I mean, I doubt that they play all 4 ofs like we do. So, but I'm guessing there's probably close to 8 or something total. I mean that makes the likelihood that that anytime we draw Campfire, they probably already got a artifact hate spell already ready to go. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like, we could burn them out too. I don't know. It's so weird though because like to me, it doesn't feel like it worked. But actually, my first build of this deck was a little closer to that Boros deck we just faced. I had like Lembas, and I was actually very close to trying Candy Trail too. But at the end of the day, it just felt like it wasn't enough against those like dedicated burn decks, and it also just felt like it's just so clunky against the aggro decks, and also more importantly, like I wanted a way to prevent myself from decking. So like Campfire just seems like the better option of all those, and I don't really think it makes sense to be playing a whole bunch of other life gain spells in addition to Campfire, although it could. But like, what would I take out? Like, all of these cards kind of are very important for controlling the game. Um, I think all of them serve an important purpose. I kind of wish Mono Red somehow had. I wish Pauper had some kind of pithing needle effect. Although it's a two-way sword because then they'd be able to pithing needle my Campfires too. But then I could probably just turn Chain Lightning into a Braid. Honestly, like there was nothing about any of those matchups that made me feel like I necessarily. The funny thing is, I don't necessarily feel like I need Artifact Hate. Like there's no like Sword of Fire and Ice or Caldra for Cast into Fire or like Batter Skull or there's none of those like super scary artifact kind of cards that are a big problem like in Modern because all of those are like higher rarity than common. So like but I like the way Chain Lightning gives me the possibility to possibly burn them out. Although we only have 12 burn spells, this is a lot of firepower. Four Chain Lightnings, 4 Lightning Bolts. That's 24 damage in the deck between those, and then Firebolt, pretty much represents 4 damage each over the course of the game. So that's 16 damage. So that's pretty much 40 damage between these spells. Yeah, I mean, I think burning them out. I mean, the Boros deck had what is it called? A Galvanic Blast and Lightning Bolt, and so I think like we kind of have more dedicated burn than them, but they've got that card that lets them fling their artifacts. But I don't know. The deck felt really smooth. I wonder what that Boros deck does against like the Tolarian Terror decks, which we didn't see a lot this time. I came super prepared. I mean, this deck has got to be like one of the best decks against the Tolarian Terror decks. I actually did beat those a few times. I won some, I lost some. That's before I realized, oh snap, these Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast are Pauper legal, but I didn't get to see any of those. But I mean, already I was actually surprisingly beating the Tolarian Terror deck sometimes with the Mind Collapses and the Unholy Heats with the Delirium. But anyway, um, yeah, and I think Pyrite Spellbomb is probably our best anti-pro red hate. There's also Serrated Arrows. Um, I did think about this, but the problem with this though is I didn't realize at first, and I actually didn't play a league with these, but when I bought these, and they're only like 3 cents a piece, who cares? But I was originally gonna play these as a sideboard, anti-pro red hate, because I'm like, hey, I can deal with multiple Crimson Alkalites with one card, and maybe even like deal with other stuff. I know it's 4 mana, but like, hey, but then I realized, oh yeah, with the Boros all that glitters deck, they can play Crimson Alkalite and then play all that glitters on it. And I'm pretty much screwed with Serrated Arrows. That comes down way too late to do anything about that. So, I mean, while I won't always necessarily Pyrite Spellbomb, and sometimes they'll just get got. Seems like the way to go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, um, you have to make sacrifices, right? Like, uh, I could play like a ton of anti-artifact hate, like the Boros deck we just faced against. But I kind of feel like the meta is probably better to max out on Pyroblast. I'm guessing they're not maxed out on Pyroblast, so then maybe they are. Maybe they have like four of those cards that deal one damage, or destruct artifact main. Maybe they got four. They got like two Cast into Fires, two Dust to Dust or something in the sideboard, or two Cast into Fires, one Dust to Dust. And they had two Dust to Dust, and they probably had at least two and two, so probably at least eight cards. Or I don't know. Well, probably didn't have all four of the other one, but you get the idea. Maybe they got like 6 to 7. Um, Pyroblast, Red Elementalist, that card. Maybe they just don't go it with any Pyrite Spellbomb type effect. I mean, I didn't see any. Oh, I guess they rely on what do you call it? Journey to Nowhere. I guess that kind of deals with Crimson Alkalite, but then the opponent can deal with it, and then Crimson Alkalite is back, which I have to imagine is kind of a problem. I don't know exactly what to do about that, but I mean, hey, not every deck is going to have an answer to every other deck, I guess. And I would imagine they play some number of Relic of Progenitus because I have seen a lot of graveyard shenanigans. It's kind of nice to have, like there's Undying cards. There's that card that there's like effects that bring a whole bunch of stuff back from the graveyard. I don't know. Um. Anyway, hey, let me know if this is something you'd be interested to see more of, more Pauper. New year, new format. I thought to myself, hey, let's try Pauper. Anyway, thanks to the patrons, Dave Molina, B0812, Paul Wynn, Limitless Brain, Brian, Necrosis, Adrian King, Gavin Downward, Daryl, B-Train 4, Savage Ells, Jules Varro, Kevin Roback, Roland Shutterman, S. Robertson, HJCLAU, Sophus Garrett, Erwin Lopez, Jeff H., Brian H., Z. Cole Smith, Andrew Watch, and Michael Patton. Thanks. Thanks a lot to everybody, and hope you all have a wonderful new year. And yeah, take care, everybody.